What is going on, everybody? Look at these new snazzy intros. Ooh, boy, we're playing around with everything over here. It is Friday night, and we're changing some things up, you guys. So you guys got to let us know what you think. Do you like this, or do you like this maybe with the chat underneath or something underneath us about tonight's show? StreamYard is just getting all snazzy and giving us editing abilities and everything. So shout out to everybody that's out there. 29 live as we begin the show. Stein, how you doing, brother?
It's because you're early. Normally it's like we've been starting at like 11:20.
Yeah, I know, right?
Everybody's probably like, what is going on?
Well, is there an echo? Is there an echo?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Not for us.
Chat, let me know if there's an echo. I really hope there's not an echo. That would suck. That would really suck. Hood, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you guys, dude?
I'm doing good, dude.
I'm happy to have you on.
Thank you, man.
I was like, is something going on? Like, why is Hood?
Because I'm taking over, man. I'm the new host of the show, man.
Shout out to our boy Richie, who's dealing. He's sick, and he might be in the hospital right now. We'll find out after the show. Shit. Yeah. He's.
Have you guys thought about doing like the bottom 100, like book 90 to 100?
Well,
hashtag a list nobody gives a shit about.
If you remember, I used to do a not hot 10, and then somebody else stole that. I think after I came up with that, somebody stole that and did that. But
to do a random 10,
you just got to realize, brother, that they steal everything. My
put
friend.
all these titles in a jar. That's the number one book. I picked it.
They steal them all. What's going on, everybody in the live chat? Look at that. 56 live at the beginning. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Let us know what you think of the show. Hit those thumbs up. If you guys haven't hit those thumbs up, we got 56 people here. We should at least have 50 thumbs up to start the show. It would really, really help us out if you guys do that. We got some new things I'm going to try out tonight. Some new chat box changes and tweaks. We'll see how that plays out, and a couple other things. But we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We've got the Buy the Dip and Almost 10 as well. So a lot of interesting books for people tonight. So we'll see how it plays out.
What if people watching don't have any thumbs? Can they give you a thumbs up?
I feel bad for them if they don't have any thumbs. They can't do this.
I would if I could, Brian. Kiss my ass.
Hey, they'll just give us a finger up, all right?
That finger. We're gonna make that as an emote. Just for Hood. It's gonna be a thumbless hand. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make that just for Hood.
Make sure you give us a thumbs up.
Yeah. The fuck? They started on time tonight? Hey. Sometimes you know how to pull things off. Yeah, put a hoof up.
We'll see.
Let's just restart the show then.
Yeah, take two.
Right. We're just practicing.
Yeah. Yes, you guys, please hit that thumbs up. That really, really helps us. It makes the algorithm work more in our favor, and more people will show up on the show live, and they will also see it on the replay. It'll be
I was thinking as people are jumping in, you should go, and for our final book tonight.
All right. Well, You guys know how this works around here. We started off with Buy the Dip in almost 10, and but real quick, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been subbing up. Our sub numbers have been going up, which is nice, and that really, really helps us. If you watch this show and you're not subbed up, please take a chance to hit that sub button. It really helps us along with those thumbs up. The best way to support this channel is to do those things, and anything else after that is just gravy. So we're going to get started here. Once I get all the goodies going with some interesting stuff. I got to make sure I have the right books. We're going to go backwards on the on Buy the Dip, okay? You ready?
Yeah. Hey, and if you're not subbed up to Red Hood, make sure you are. He's a great presser, and he puts all his stuff up there, and you'd be amazed at what he can do with some stuff. So make sure if you're not following him,
Amen.
do it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Amen.
that.
Amen. All right, you ready? You ready to get into it? Let's give
Let's
it a
do it.
shot. Here we go. Starting off with an interesting one. A book that I'd never understood why people were all about. And they were definitely all about this book, man.
Man, remember when this came out? Like, it was like the thing.
Yeah.
And then they did the second print as well. And then it was really the thing. And the whole thing looks horrible, right?
Yeah.
Shit, looks like my mother-in-law, bro.
You crack me up, bro.
Yeah, so I got nothing for that one. Yeah, this got really, really expensive. Raw. Like, what did this come out like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. It was
Immortal
like,
Hulk, yeah.
yeah, this was like 3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. It's been a while.
But this week, a CGC 9.8 of this sold for a whopping $31.
Wow.
And Raws of this used to be what, like 75, 80? A lot.
Chocolate.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. You're not joking there, man.
Yeah. But if you ever wanted this, I don't know why you would want it, but if you ever did want it, I mean, now you can buy 9.8s for...
That's a wraparound cover, right? So you can see his messed up back of his head or whatever, right?
Or is it... You can see Bruce... Or
yeah, Bruce Banner or whatever.
Yeah, whoever it is. I don't even know. Probably Bruce, but...
Yeah. Well.
Oh, we missed a sticker. I didn't even see it.
What sticker? Did we get a sticker?
We did get a sticker.
I'm trying to grab something here, you guys. I apologize. Thank you to whoever sent us the sticker from Mrs. Horsecock Express.
It's our favorite equestrian lover.
What's up, Horsecock?
All right, this next one coming up, another interesting one. Alpha Flight 17. This was a big one for a while.
Man.
Right?
Yeah, long while. This wasn't like the first appearance of Big Hero 6, but like was this like the first appearance of them like in like continuity or something like that? Is that what made it like special or something like that?
Maybe.
Or I can't remember.
Baymax or something like that, right?
Something. Yeah. This was so even up until when the Big Hero 6 movie came out, this was like 9/8 of this were like what, like 200, 250, something like that of this. Even a year ago, this was $120 9/8. This week it sold for $12.
Wow.
For a 9/8, for a CGC 9/8. $12.
Damn.
I'm not surprised.
Wow. Well, I mean, did they make a Big Hero 6 Part 2?
No, but I think they're going to, right? Or they did a TV show or something.
They're supposed to do something with Baymax.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought there was supposed to be something, but
Yeah.
I love that movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah, we'll
But
see if
I'm sure I have it in my back issues
it's not,
somewhere.
clearly not worth anything now.
no. But hey, you never know. All spec is cyclical. It goes up, it goes down, it goes back up, it goes back down. We'll see what happens to all that Galactus spec here in the next couple weeks, right? So, all
Man,
right.
if you're gonna sell a slab, you ought to at least have a reserve of at least like $25 if you're selling a slab, just so that you can get the cost of the price of the slab. Do you know what I mean? Like,
There is no slab that I would sell for $12.
yeah,
I don't care
fuck
I don't care
that.
if somebody gave it to me for free. I just keep it. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna sell it for $12. That doesn't even make any sense. But
Yeah.
these people do. I don't know why, but they do.
Again, just people just need to start looking for those deals out there because they're out there. They're ready to go, ready to
or it
rock.
could be somebody's ex-wife. I'm gonna burn down the house. I'm gonna sell all your books for $10.
Bro, that happens, dude.
Oh yeah, the guy at home. No,
Yeah.
he's having to bid up all his shit.
Yeah. Dude.
Stop, please. I'm sorry.
Don't those become famous too?
Yeah,
Oh,
didn't
man.
that one wife do something like that? She like wrote like all over the book or something like that.
Yeah. It was a book right before one of the books on the list tonight, as a matter of fact. The first appearance
shit.
of Green Goblin, if I remember correctly.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah. Look at that. Shout out to Chad Cave, who just donated
Chad, what's up, baby?
$20.
Good
He says Scarlet is not burnt. I'll send you more if you agree. That's pretty good. All right, she's not burnt, bro. I'll give it to you. She's not burnt. But all right, next on Buy the Dip, a book that
Oh yeah.
everybody should own, in my opinion. That being Watchmen #1.
Except for this is number 12.
Number 12. They should own all the Watchmen books.
Yes. Yes. And I do like the last issue though.
Oh yeah.
Because that was just a weird ending and stuff to that. But this has always been like in 9.8. This has always been like a $200 book, like
Yeah.
175 to 200. It sold this week. A CGC 9.8 sold for $80. So
God damn it.
So if you're looking to, do something with your Watchmen collection, it's not a bad time to pick it up.
Well, a lot of people...
like I need number 12 in 9.8. Like I need 12, 8, 6, all in 9.8, and then I'll complete my run.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to get that in 9.8. Chad Gave says, I knew it. $20. Thank you, brother. Much love, bro. That's funny. There's people that been trying to put that set together for a long time, right? In 9.8. And that's a tough set to put together in 9.8.
It is.
It's always been a tough set to put together in 9.8. But, yeah.
But it's still, man, that cover still holds up, man. After all these years, just the font on the side, Watchmen, and then just the clock with blood dripping all over it, man. I mean, that book is still awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I remember working at my uncle's shop unpacking Watchmen when they first came out, man. I mean, we'd sell out every time.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So how hard is that book to press?
Oh, it's easy. But it picks up ticks like a mother, right? The black border on the corners.
Mm-hmm.
It picks up ticks like you wouldn't believe, man. But it's an easy book to press. That was right around the time where the comic companies were using that new paper, so and not that newspaper type of paper, but that it's that what do you call it? What do you call it, Brian? It's not prestige, but it's right below that as far as quality.
Just some type of high quality paper.
Yeah, some type of high quality paper. I'll have the name of it next week, guys.
That's the scientific Red Hood review of paper there.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Ronnie.
Oh my God, man. All right. Next on the list, Buy the Dip, brought to you by Popcorn Culture. Make sure you guys go sub up over at Richie's page. Another interesting book that we were talking about pretty heavily about a month ago. Batman Superman #8.
Isn't it crazy? Everybody said, don't buy this book, don't buy this book. And everybody was buying it. And now it's basically the price. CGC 9/8s are back to $50, which is where it was in 2021. So, so those quick spike books are generally bad ideas. But, our buddy at our buddy on the West Coast, probably was trashing this book when it was going up, which is fine. But
that book, the Michael Turner art is phenomenal. Like just all the books that he did in this run are just amazing, and like the third print on this is fantastic as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's just too many of them. I mean, that's the problem with this. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that there was, that the FOMO made it, worthless or whatever. There's just too many of them, and that's generally the more than buying when it's something's hot. I tend to only buy if it's something that's hard to get. If if it's easy to get, then what's the point? But if it's something that's hard to get, I don't care when I buy it. I mean, if I want it and I can't find it, I'm going to buy it when I can. But this book, I mean, I don't know what the print run on this, but there had to have been 200,000 of these, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've got a stack of them. Yeah. And I've got a stack of third prints and black and whites, and I've given them out. So I paid like 50 cents. But that was because I was on a Michael Turner kick, and anything Michael Turner I was picking up. So, I mean, I just accumulated these over time. Anytime I saw it at my honey hole and he'd go 50 cents, so I'd take 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, for that price, of course.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Yeah. Well, another one of our buddies on the West Coast that was probably eating pretty heavily on this book for a while. Shout out to Drew over at Wanted Comics. I bet you this was sitting in his
warehouse.
Yeah. Everybody's going crazy for it. So interesting.
Man, I had a rack of these, but I'm too lazy to put them on eBay, man. You know what I mean? And I'll just let them sit there and go down. And I said, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm too lazy to take a picture and just. I was like, you know why? Because I go, man, then I'm going to have to fucking ship it. And I start thinking about all the stuff that I have to do. Then I got to go find my tape and it just, I start putting this work in my head, and I was like, man, it's too much work. Fuck it.
Shout out to Chad Cave with the $20 super chat saying I could do this all night. To my wife.
Yeah. I'm going to have to cut you off.
We're going to cut you off.
We're going to have to ban him.
Dude. We love you, brother. I'm going to have to send them free books. Turner will never be forgotten. Not as long as I'm around, dude. I'm going to talk about that book all the time, or that artist all the time. That dude's a stud.
Yep.
So. All right, next. CrossGen Chronicles #3. This is why was this so hot at one point? I don't remember this.
It wasn't necessary. So it was this particular
Is that Harry
book.
Potter?
It is not Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing inherently exciting about this particular book, except for this copy is signed by George Perez. So now it has got a green label, but it does have a COA from Midtown for George Perez. So that seems pretty legit, right?
Mhm.
This sold for $17.
Oh my God, dude.
$17 for a George Perez autograph book. I just thought, like, I don't, again, I mean, you guys do what you want, but there is no reason to put a book like this up for auction and start at $1. There's no benefit to doing that. But I mean, like I said, I wouldn't normally buy green labels, just because I think they're ugly. But I mean, this is an easy crossover to CBCS, and you'll get a yellow label.
Yeah.
With an authentic.
That's a great point. That's a great point, Ben.
But for $17, and it's clear. I mean, if it's got the Midtown, Midtown's pretty reputable. I mean, you can pretty much guarantee that is literally, that's legitimately Perez's autograph. But I don't know, just bizarre.
Yeah, that is.
Man,
crazy,
like
man.
if you win a book like this for like $12, dude, like I would feel guilty taking it just from karma, dude. You know what I mean? Like I would tell him, nah, man, just relisted and started off at 20, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I could take a book from somebody like that. I mean, just because that shit'll come back and bite you, dude.
I know. So Overprint Refugee says there's other Perez autos on eBay for nothing as well, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have it. I'm not a big autograph person, but it's not like there's going to be any more Perez autographs out there. So
yeah, man.
I mean, if I can pick up a Perez autograph for cheap, why would I not just go ahead and buy one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Chad. Chad. Nobody's putting you in the corner, bro, but no.
Chad Cave in the house. Everybody, Chad Cave.
I don't know your wife, but I want her to be my friend too.
Where's all this money going? It's the top 10. You don't understand. Those guys work hard.
Well, I've got your address, so I'm going to send you something. And it's going to be bizarre.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Next, I think that might be the last one for Buy the Dip, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not mistaken. It is, right?
Yeah, it is.
Cross-Gen Chronicles. So make sure you guys go check out Richie's page, Popcorn Culture. He is under 1,000 subs. Let's get him to 1,000 subs as fast as possible. As soon as he gets there, I think he's going to change the name, which, it is what it is, but we'll change it up. So make sure you guys go help him get there as fast as possible. And let's move on to my favorite part of the show, the Almost 10. Starting off with a killer Dark Stalkers book. I always love the Dark Stalkers stuff just because of the video game tie-in. But this is Dark Stalkers Felicia #1, a Rian Gonzalez 1 in 5 variant.
Yeah, furries, yay.
Mama.
Furries and little kitty cat thingies. I don't with bangs, which is really weird. There's a bunch of store variants for this, right?
I imagine so.
I don't even know what to say. Again,
can you imagine going into the comic shop? Hey, you got that comic with all the pussies on it?
It's terrible, man.
Gosh. Oh,
it's banging,
gosh.
yeah. It's banging.
No, it's like doesn't I think Bird City has a store variant for this, right?
They might. I think they have a Darkstalkers variant. It might be for this.
I think it is. I don't know. This is a 1 in 5. It's selling for like 15 to 20. It just came out this week. The cover price on this is pretty high though. It's like $5 or $6, which is kind of high for a dark. Or that's $4.99 for Dark Stalkers book. But yeah, Brooklyn is 100% correct.
Yeah. Demonetized.
I was just talking about the cats, man. Get your mind out of the gutter, bro.
I don't know. I mean, this is definitely not my cup of tea, but it's somebody's. What is up with those
laying on the bed
hands?
with a shitload of cats reading this book? Yeah, baby.
What is up with the hand's paws or whatever?
Yeah, it's a big old paw, dude.
Man,
I
it's
bet
bigger
you-
than her head.
I bet you
Meow,
furries,
man, meow.
furries make stuff like that, dude. This is an undercover cosplay variant right here. People just don't realize it.
I guess.
Yeah. So, how much is this selling for?
Like 15 to 20. There is a maybe a Natalie Sanders or Ivan Tao or something did one of these. I don't even remember who it was. I scrolled past it so fast that I didn't pay that much attention, but there are store variants for this. So this is your thing. Have at it.
There you go. All right, our next book on the Almost 10. This is an interesting Flash book from CinemaCon. Flash CinemaCon special edition book right here. I'd never seen this. I don't remember this.
It's brand new. CinemaCon was what?
Was this week? Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That
Yeah,
would probably
which
be
is-
right.
So apparently, based on the reaction from the people at CinemaCon, I guess they showed. I don't know if they showed the whole movie or a large portion of the movie. Said it was fantastic. Like
We knew it had to be.
really good. Like
Mhm.
one of the best superhero movies out there. I mean, yeah, you almost had to. And I mean, I saw the second trailer because that came out as well this week because of CinemaCon. And it looks good. It does. I mean, it looks exciting. The fact that you get to see Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck, and it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna have a lot of nostalgia, I'm sure, with it. But
Ben, everything's been so bad. Like this movie could be half as good, and everybody's going to come out of the theater like, "Oh my God, that was the greatest movie ever."
yeah, that's
Since the Ten Commandments.
there is truth to that. I agree. This is a cool cover though, right? I mean,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know. I don't know what the book, like the inside of the book, looks like. If it's like a new story, but this is a cool looking cover. This is like the movie poster, I think. The same image from the movie poster.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I wonder what are these going for on the secondary market? Did you even look?
There has been 2 sales. One for 75 and the other one for like 90, and there is only one up for sale, and it's at auction right now, and it's already at like $80 some.
Pass.
So yeah. Now I don't know how many they gave out on this. I mean, I don't know how many people go to CinemaCon, and I don't know who actually is able to attend. If it's a bunch of non-comic book people, I mean, who knows what they did with these things? Use them as a coaster? I mean, I don't know if they even paid attention to them. I don't know. This one's an interesting one for sure.
The guy's cleaning up. Hey, what are you going to do with all those Flash books? You can have them. It's a big old bundle of them.
Right.
Fucking A, baby!
Well, it's interesting, man. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, next on the list. This is actually pretty good. This is the World Tree Matrix variant. I think there's people talking about this last night, if I'm not mistaken.
It looks
What the hell is this? Jesus. Hold on, you guys.
Sorry.
We're back.
I won't hit that button anymore.
Bryan just really wanted to advertise his show. So
Yeah.
he's just gonna put it in on every book.
Yeah. Jeez.
This one's cool, right? I mean, I love the Matrix, but this one's cool, and it's cool how they, like, if you look in there, you can see World Tree and is it Tinian or Tinian, or however you say it, Tinian, I guess. And then was it I don't know how you can see it kind of in highlighted
Jordy Belair.
Image Comics. Yeah, you can see that all in the Matrix. It's kind of cool. Spectral Comics name is on the right hand side of the tree going up and down.
That's kind of
which
cool.
is really
okay.
which is really cool. I don't know. I'm guessing that's who sold it, but yeah, cool variant. It's supposedly numbered out of 333. We never really know if these things are actually that or not.
That might throw a lot of collectors off, the fact they're putting words on the cover, because that might require people to read. So, like, I can't see this doing well at all.
Did they do a version of this, but instead of the tree, it's a skull? For some reason, I thought I saw a version of this where it looks like this, but if it's a skull. And if that hasn't been made, hint, hint, somebody jump on that, because that would be cool.
I don't know. I only saw this one, but that doesn't mean anything. But yeah, it's selling for like $60, so it's kind of cool. I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't even know what World Tree is about. But
neither do I. I just know it has that air book that was on the list last week. So second week in a row with a World Tree book on the list, or a list on the show. So not bad at all. How much was it selling for again? One more time.
60.
60. Not bad. All right. Next, a weird one. That's why we love the Almost 10 for the weird ones. Kids Water Hydrators, #1.
Yes! Finally, it's on the list.
And then if you look under it where it says Hydrators, to empower those in need through proper hydration.
Kids Water Hydrators!
And this is a Marvel book, so which is even more weird. I didn't even look to see when this came out. It looks like it's probably from like the 90s, right?
Well, let's find out.
Big time. Hell yeah.
I'm just looking at the Marvel logo. It kind of looks like from the 90s.
See, this is what happens when Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee, they take a walk and they leave Marvel. This is what happens.
All right, so this is came out in 1999. It was free, and Kids Water Custom Comics, A Sudden Chill. It's bound into a Marvel comic book. What does that mean? That's kind of weird.
This is very weird.
There's
I don't know what
this
is.
Bro, I got to buy it to read it now, man. I got to see what's up.
There's 4 of these, so for anybody that wants to check these out, there's a whole series of them. And I will show you said books here. Let's go take a look here. Right here.
Oh, wow. They made a series?
Promotional premiums published for Kids Water, a children's beverage brand. Comics were redeemed with coupons, 4 issues in all. Bro, I bet you there aren't very many of these out there.
Nuh-uh.
How many kids, parents, they probably threw that thing straight away. They're just trying to get their kids some hydration, man.
Man, I want that Fizz Goes Flat issue, #4.
The Day of Decay.
What in the world?
The heat is on.
It's weird that it's in a Marvel. It's bound into a Marvel comic book. I don't know what that means when they said that, but
it was probably an ad, and then you could fold it. I bet you.
So weird.
It is. It's very weird. So,
well, this first issue sold for $42 this week. I'd never heard of this book. Never, ever. Yeah, $42. There you go. You can buy some up.
Man, somebody's expecting that in the mail and they get it and they go, "Oh man, it's got a bunch of creases on it." Like they care.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Volsey said, "No, this did not win an Eisner. No way.
No.
No way."
Brad Selden said he has the graphic novel. Yeah, I bet.
That's good. That's good, man.
I bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
All right.
I've got the original art.
Yeah. I feel like that should be at least a $50 book. So somebody got a deal. So, all right. Next on the list, that number at the next spot. Oh, that's such a good cover, man. That is, just looking at it, is gorgeous. Mars Attacks Red Sonja number 5, a Sarah Frazetta variant. And that is beautiful, man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and it looks just like a Frank Frazetta.
Uh-huh.
That was her dad, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is pretty. This is I don't know much about this book. It is a virgin cover. But a CGC 9.6 is sold for $150 for a 9.6. It's not an incentive. I know that for a fact. I don't know if it's like a store variant. I don't really know much about this book. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize that Sarah Frazetta even did covers. Does she have other ones?
Yes.
Because if she does,
yep,
I'm gonna probably have to find those then.
She's been doing a lot of covers lately. But you know why, dude? It's got a UFO on it. It's got to be on the Almost 10. Come on now. So that's awesome, and I love how it's the Mars Attacks alien on the bottom. It's about to get stabbed. So that's
a big ass knife, man.
It's a cool book. How much did it go for in a 9.6? You said
9.60 for $150.
Wow, that's
pricey.
Cool. Yep. All right, next we have got a heavy metal magazine. This is Heavy Metal Magazine from November of 1999, and it is the Frank Miller cover.
Yeah, obviously I had to black out the center section. This is this looks like his Sin City drawings or whatever.
You did that on the book?
Yeah, you're right. Man, I feel like, see, Red Hood shows up and this show has just went to crap.
Yeah,
come on.
It just went out the window, you guys.
This sold for $200 this week.
Wow. I mean, there's still a lot of Frank Miller fans out there, man. So unless there's something else in this book,
I would think that this is a horrible book for condition.
Right? Oh yeah, being black. If you find it out in the wild, it's going to be all carved.
And it's a heavy metal, so it's oversized, which means it's just shoved in some weird box, and it's got to be terrible. I would think finding a high grade copy of this is just impossible.
I wonder how many people that are listening already have this. There's got to be at least a couple of you. There's 180 people watching right now. There's got to be at least a couple Frank Miller fans that have this chilling in their magazine boxes. Yeah.
Leave me alone.
All right, next on the list, Tomb Raider Witchblade. You gotta love these old school. What Top Cow book is this? Top Cow, but it's a Michael Turner cover. So Tomb Raider Witchblade Black, Michael Turner Black variant.
Yeah, okay. This is the first appearance of Tomb Raider, I believe. In this Tomb Raider Witchblade, this came out prior to the Tomb Raider series.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
And this was like a one shot and there was like a wizard version of this and something else, but this black one, I don't, man, I had no idea, but a CGC 9.8 of this sold this week for $4.90.
Wow.
So that's a lot, I would think.
And it wasn't autographed or anything?
Nope. Just a blue label.
Wow.
I think the Wizard edition, is Michael Turner signed.
Okay.
I think, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, he did do a lot of those signatures with Wizard and Dynamic Forces. He did a really cool one for a Wizard Ace edition for Witchblade that you can get signed. That just is beautiful, man. Absolutely gorgeous. So make sure you guys check that out. How much did it sell for again? One more time.
CGC 9.8, $4.90.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, next we got a mask book on the list. Here we go, baby.
Man, I need that.
I love collecting all the mask books, especially the ones before the movie. There was the one in Dark Horse Presents where it's like the wooden mask, and then they started doing the ones that this character is, but it was before the movie came out. So this is the movie adaptation, #1, which of course has Jim Carrey on the cover. But I love those old school mask books. Mayhem, I think, was the title of some of them. I know the first appearance was in a Dark Horse Presents book, if I'm not mistaken. Chat, let us know.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if, sometimes with these photo variants pop up and out of nowhere when like one of the actors or something is doing a signing. I don't think I've seen anything with Jim Carrey doing a signing. Does he even sign?
Man,
he's
pretty, like a recluse,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
You don't really hear too much from him.
That's a great question, Stein. Let's look it up.
So if he doesn't sign, then that makes me want to get his signature. Like I don't like signatures, but if they don't sign, then I want it.
Man, he had a run of movies there for the longest time. Like, what was it, a 5-year span of just hit after hit, man?
So it says here that in order to get an autograph from him, you have to either meet him in person or buy it from a reliable autograph dealer. But
interesting.
Supposedly, it's possible to get a pre-printed autograph of Jim Carrey for free if you want to send a self-addressed stamp envelope to
him. That sounds exciting.
Is there reliable autograph dealers?
I'm
reliable. I'll make sure I sign it.
I don't see where he's has any signings anywhere. But let us know, you guys, if you guys have ever seen him signing at places. Speaking of signings, there's a really good, cool video going around of Keanu Reeves signing a bunch of Berserk books at a comic book store. Yeah. So.
Cool.
Yeah. This would be cool to get signed. That's for sure. You get it signed in like a green pen. It would look so good, like a neon green. Man.
Just don't even get you started on neon green pens, man.
AOA says Dark Horse Presents #10, first appearance of Mask. And was that Stanley Ipkiss in there too? I can't remember if Stanley Ipkiss was in the first appearance of The Mask. He might have been in the first appearance of Mayhem, but who knows. Cool stuff. There we go.
This one CGC 9.8 of this sold for $215.
Not bad. That's not bad at all. That's actually a pretty cool book right there. I bet you I wonder how many 9.8s are out there. Take a look with that, chat. See if you can let us know.
Yep, I'll look real quick.
I think this is probably one that doesn't have very many. You don't see Jim Carrey that much anymore. Autograph dealers.
I haven't seen that book, man. Now I want it.
See here, The Mask official issue #1. There are 4.
Wow.
4.98s, 4.96s. There is an 8.5 that is a signature series. Now, I don't know who signed it, but there is one.
Wow.
So think about who was in the Mask movie that did a signing.
Be on the lookout for that book. Probably will never leave that person's hands. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Man, that's what sucks on the census. You can't it doesn't tell you who signed it.
Right.
All right, next on this list, we've got a Buffy the Vampire Slayer book. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 10, issue 11. Is that right?
That is correct.
That is correct. There we go. Gotta love that. And it's also a 1 in 25 variant.
1 in 25 for season 10, issue number 11. There cannot be many of these out there.
No.
There can't possibly be. And a Dark Horse book and a Buffy, there's no way there's a bunch of these out there. It's an intro. I thought it was initially. I thought it was like a Chrissy Zulo cover, or maybe like early, Scotty Young or something like that. Like
I've
it's
never
got
heard of
that
this.
same vibe.
I've never heard of this artist either.
George Janty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know him myself, but
Scotty punked him out. He said, "What are you doing drawing little kids, man? That's my deal, bro. Get your ass to walking, bro."
Yeah.
Punked them out. Let the industry.
You brought up Zulo. If you guys aren't following her on IG, you need to. She posts a lot of her drawing, a lot of her covers, and she draws them with using Coptic markers, I believe, for her original art, which is really cool. So,
yeah, she's a real good artist, man.
Yeah. How much is this going for?
But this CGC 9.0 of this, not 9.4, not 9.6, 9.0, sold for $250.
What?
$250. I'm telling you, there can't be many of these out there.
Yeah.
I mean, those Dark Horse variants to start with, but then the fact that they actually did an incentive, they never do incentives. So the fact that they did an incentive for this, and I think it just had to do something with, I mean,
celebrating
celebrating something.
10th season or something like that.
Something. But
yeah, that's interesting. All right, our next book, we got a Spawn book. Everybody loves a Spawn book, especially a newsstand Spawn book. Spawn number 44 newsstand is on the list.
This is a good cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
That snake, and who is the cover artist in this? Is it Tony Daniel? Is that what that says? It looks like Tony Daniel. Yeah, the first CGC 9.8 ever sale for this. There's only a pop one. There's one copy on the census of a newsstand, a 9.8 of this. So those people that are trying to put the whole newsstand set together,
good luck.
Yeah, this is their only chance at this one, because it's the only one. And it sold for CGC 9.8 sold for $400 for this issue number 44, which I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything specific on this issue that's of importance other than it just being a cool cover, and then the fact that it's the newsstand.
Yeah. That's interesting, man. I saw a sale of a ton of Spawn newsstands the other week in my market report data. Somebody got a ton of cheap Spawn variants. I'll just say.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good shit. So, I do have one book that I want to bring up that I just thought about for the Almost 10. And this is a book that I talked about on the market report this week on Wednesday night's episode. And it's an interesting book. Let me bring this up here. And I don't know how many people have seen this book. But
oh, man, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a book from Dallas Comic Con It is from 2004. It's an Adam Hughes. On the front is Adam Hughes, and on the back is another artist that does a Batman Beyond cover, I think. But one of these sold for a grip of cash recently. Let me find out. But actually, no, you know what? It wasn't a grip of cash. It was an amount that I'm mad that I didn't know about it.
How much did it go for, man?
Let me find it here. $475.
That's not that bad.
In a 9.
I mean, because that's Adam Hughes at his best right
Mhm.
there, dude.
But the
Is this like officially licensed, or is this just him drawing?
It's just him drawing. And here's the problem. A lot of people have seen this. I saw this popping up on IG, thinking that this is Ahsoka Tano. The person who sold it wrote Ahsoka Tano. This came out way before anybody was thinking about putting Ahsoka Tano.
Is that Shock T?
You got it. That's Shock T.
Yeah, that's Shock T, man.
100% Shock T. The guy who had this commission done, for the art done for this, wrote on the Instagram post saying, no, it's 100% Shock T. I was the person that commissioned this. But, man, this is absolutely gorgeous. So be on the lookout for this one, you guys. It is something that I am definitely going to be looking for to pick up. It's one of the few Adam Hughes books that I don't have.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how many do you think they made, dude?
About
100?
Question. That's a great question, dude. Who knows, man? Who knows? It's a beautiful book, though. Beautiful. So, but don't think it's Ahsoka. It's definitely not Ahsoka Tano.
Hey, if you want it to be Ahsoka, it could be Ahsoka, bro. She'll be whoever you want her to be, bro.
Yeah. So, interesting book. I love that it's a Comic-Con variant, too. So, that's the Almost 10, you guys. Let's get into the rest of the list. Starting off with not number 1. We don't want number 1. I don't know why it did that. So let me fix it while these guys talk about it. Right? Yeah, you guys can talk about it.
You just wanted to play the music again.
You got it.
Okay, so somebody wants me to write on the whiteboard.
You do like Bill Cosby picture pages, bro.
Wait.
What is this? Get merch done. Get. Oh, man. Merch done. And then he wants a tornado.
Hell yeah, bro. Bro, that's a piece right there. Sign it, bro. Sign it. So make it official.
Hey, Chad Cave has the one and only Ben S art. That's it. It's a one of one. It's the only one. It's the only one in existence.
Hey, what's that Wonder Woman behind you, dude?
This one right here.
Yeah, who did that cover?
Garner, Alex Garner.
Oh man,
it's a beaut. It's a beaut.
Claim.
All right, here we go, you guys. Let's get into it. At our mystery. What is going on? Why is that there? I don't know why that is there. Let's get rid of that. All right, there we go. Our honorable mention. What do you think?
Mr. Mystery, number 18.
Mr. Mystery.
Yeah, this is a sick cover. There is, I mean, just heads floating around. You got Laura and Ant back there about to get killed, about to get their heads chopped off by this dude. It was like, man, I don't know what's going on with this dude. He's got some serious issues. But yeah, this is a sick cover.
He seems pretty happy though.
He does seem pretty happy. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got those big hoop earrings and like a giant like pimple on his head or something. I don't know what's going on in his forehead, but he's pretty happy about the heads.
Yeah, but I don't think those heads will cook all the way. You got to put them. You got to like push their heads down lower in the water, or they're not going to be fully cooked.
Well, that's true. They are just it's gonna be like cooked meat from the jawline down, like
It'd be
you
like
don't want you
McDonald's.
yeah you just want to steam the brains. You don't want to cook the
Yeah.
brains. You just want to steam them. So he's all on that. But this
Be
is
like
this is
Hannibal Lecter, man.
this is a sick cover for sure.
Tell me about the
Uh,
lambs.
if you've never seen any of these Mr. Mystery books, man, some of these are great for these pre-code books. But yeah, so a good VG book. So it's probably like a 3.0 sold this week raw for $2,600. The last graded 3.0 sold in October for $960.
Hey,
But
were
raw.
there editors back then for these comics? Like, can you imagine? Here's the drawing for the comic for this week. God damn it! You're drawing Ed's cut off again.
Yeah,
What?
I mean,
What's the problem?
Yeah, I mean, I think they were just like, hey, man, whatever you can come up with is like the scariest, freakiest thing ever, then just go with that.
Yeah, that's a creepy cover, dude. All the heads are shrunk.
I mean, it's like who even thinks of this? I don't. I mean,
Right? Somebody hey, heads shrink when they get in the water.
that's a really tiny pot too. Like,
Yeah,
right?
man.
All right, next at our other honorable mention, we have EverQuest, The Ruins of Kunrak. Is that right?
Okay, somebody's got to help me with this one. Like literally. So this week there were 3 separate, not the same book, all different serial numbers. 398 copies sold this week, or in the past few. It is a Jim Lee cover. Past few weeks, so over like the last 3 weeks, 3 separate 9/8s have sold. In the prior 20 years, none had sold. 0.
Is there speculation that this might be his first cover?
I don't know. There's not. I mean, this is from 2002. So
2002. Okay.
yeah. So this is from 2002. I have no idea. This book sells for each one of those sales all over $300 a piece for this EverQuest Ruins of Kunark.
There's got to be something going on with the book.
I mean, that's kind of odd, right? That 3 copies sold in the last 3 weeks and none in the past 20 years. All I know is now I'm going to have to go look for this EverQuest book because it's a really good cover. It's a really good Jim Lee cover.
Is there anything going on for EverQuest right now?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know anything about EverQuest.
Yeah, EverQuest is like probably one of the very first MMORPGs. It was like WoW before WoW. It was World of Warcraft before World of Warcraft. But yeah, this is I've known about this book being a Jim Lee cover, and I didn't know it was that rare. I didn't know it was that tough to find.
What number is it?
Number 1.
1, yeah.
Number 1?
There's only one issue. I think it's a one-shot.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, I think it is a one-shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Liger says it's money laundering.
Not at all, man. Not at all. Not at all. When did it come out? 2002.
2002. Yeah, it's 20 years old.
Also, it's the first comic appearance of EverQuest, so that's another reason why it's a big book. So, Tony says he just got one of these back from CGC in 9.6. Congrats.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's cool. That's a cool book. I like it a lot. So, all right, let's get into the top 10. Starting off at number 10, a book that was also in the Market Report this week, 5 Color Comics, issue number 1, the Bruce Timm cover. Chad, you fucking rule, brother.
Yeah, there's Chad again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chad, I'm I know where you live. I'm gonna be sending you a check. I'm just gonna be check. It's gonna be written out to Mrs. Cave.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this Bruce Timm cover is pretty sick. I've never seen this book in person. It's oversized, right? Is it
Yes,
oversized?
it is oversized. Yes.
Okay. I've never seen this in person.
Yeah.
But it's a good one, for sure. What did I have on this? 350 to 380 raw. This was always about a $200 book, so it's gone way up. Yeah, I was hoping to eventually find one of these, but I pretty much given up.
Yeah, it's a cool book. Damn cool book. That's pretty rare, you guys, when Stein says that he can't find a book. So
Yeah, I find the weird, hard to find stuff, and this one I just never found. Just it's eluded me.
yeah.
I did find the and I didn't buy it, but I did find that other Bruce Timm, the where she's it's like Alien. Oh gosh, I can't remember the title. You know which one I'm talking about? It's pretty expensive book. It's like $100 book, but it's like almost looks like one of the science fiction books, whatever. You know which one I'm talking about?
Say it again. What's it? What does it have? An alien
It's
on it
yeah, it's got an alien
with a
and then
big head?
and then like
Early
a
Bruce
woman
Timm.
on it. Yeah, it's from the same.
It's an homage too.
I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't remember what book
to
it
a
is.
classic book. I know about that book because Bird City Anthony really loves that book. Anthony picked up a 9.8 of that. I want to say.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was gonna buy it, but it wasn't high enough condition for me to buy it. But
Yeah.
Hey, that EverQuest, evidently there's going to be EverQuest Part 2. So EverQuest2.com has something like
a game.
coming up.
A game is coming out.
Yeah.
Huh. It's interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, that is cool, man. That is cool. Shout out to the House of Stein for donating $100 back to Chad Cave.
So you sent him back the $100?
No, I just
okay.
did that just to mess around. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Lose. That's good.
Chad would be so insulted if I did that.
We would never do that.
Kill you.
He picked up some. He bought some books from me at my recent sale, and I never sent him the invoice. So I'm just gonna send him out those books. Some books he wanted that he'll get for free. So all right,
Yeah,
next
that's awesome.
on the list at number 9. Ambassadors #1, the Taiguchi ripoff character.
Is that what that is? Is that what that is? This is
that-
like Mark Millar. Yeah, I don't probably.
That looks just like Taiguchi, but a chick. It's the same costume.
I guess it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess I never thought about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Mark Millar stuff. Somebody's, I'm sure, specking on this for something, but my gosh, how many Mark Millar things can. Out of this world, yes. James, yes, thank you. Out of this world. Yeah, Ambassadors #1. This is fairly new. This is like they're only on issue 3 maybe or 4. It's not very far into the series, but I mean it's basically somebody's got a reason that it jumped up to $15 to $20 this week. I don't know who came up with that hey, buy Ambassadors, but there is no Mark Millar book that I would be like, oh yeah, that's going to definitely be made into a series or
Yeah,
anything.
he just needs to go back to DC or Marvel, man. You know?
Yeah.
That's where they need good writing.
It's a recent book. This book just
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like a brand new book.
Yeah.
I'm not buying this, but
Yeah.
Somebody at home, hey, shut up, Ben! I got this book.
hey, don't worry. Hey, anybody who's
Stop
like
it.
anybody who's keeping track, I am on this list. Oh no, I guess I do have one. I do have that Superman Batman number 8. I've got one copy of that, and the rest of these books, 27 books, I've got one, and that's the only one that I have. So I'm just gonna bash everything this week because I don't have any of them anyway. So
Right, somebody getting excited. All right, I'm gonna sell it, and don't buy this book. Whatever you do, don't buy it. You did that to me a long time ago. I was like, fuck.
Hockey says this book was a halfway decent read. It sounds like an interesting premise. 8 billion people, 6 can have superpowers. Who do you choose? The premise sounds interesting.
Sounds like 8 billion genies.
It does sound similar to that, too. Except for that one's everybody gets a wish, right?
What's going on here? This book is a complete ripoff of multiple different books. All we need now is the artist to be ripping off other artists and combining images for this. Tune into Drama Alert on Saturday.
They just need to they need to come up with a new story that doesn't talk about 8 billion people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's not a rip, says sequential geek. I know. We're just giving it shit.
With Millar is always going to put a good story together, but it's
Miller from what I've been told, not Millar.
Hey, I'm going to call him Miller.
Okay.
Okay, I will call him Miller.
How is that Miller?
That's what I'm told. I was watching a show the other day, and the guy's like, by Mark Miller, not Millar. And I was like, okay.
Well, then he's stupid because he needs to spell his last name right.
So the A is he French?
I think he's Scottish, right? Isn't he from him and Frank Quitely? Aren't they good friends? And
so the A is E now in the vowels.
Hey, let's just spell it QPTYR, and we'll just.
Yeah, it's Scottish. Yeah. Miller.
Merc. It's Merc.
Miller.
Merc Miller.
Yeah.
Merc Miller. If you're going to make that A at the end of your name sound like an E, we're going to start it off at the beginning. MERK. Merc. Merc Miller.
Yeah, but Grant Morrison is spelled Grant. It sounds like Grant Morrison, like it's spelled. All right, next at number 8. Here we go, you guys. Is this the right book?
What did I do? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Or no, you got it. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, number 8, right? Yeah, the other book is number 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
See, I'm figuring it out, you guys. We'll get it working halfway through the show.
I was looking at my list and I'm like, hold on, and I can't see. I need to get my. Where's my readers?
Amazing Spider-Man number 15.
Get my readers out.
Amazing Spider-Man.
I think the 8 will be the same if it's upside down.
Okay, now I can see.
I have number 40. I have the wrong number on the little thing that pops up. But, yeah, Amazing Spider-Man. What number is this? 15?
15.
Yeah.
First Craven. So I'm very intrigued by this Craven thing because at CinemaCon, they obviously, we're talking about how it's going to be extremely violent and will be R. Because of the... Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be rated R.
That's a big deal.
Very violent. So now I'm intrigued.
Yes.
Danny DeVito as Spider-Man.
Yeah, so this book had been going down, for a while, until like 2 to 3 weeks ago, they were at yearly lows. It was as low 2 weeks ago as it had been all year. And then bam, right after this thing happened, it popped right back up. So that's all it took for it to get out of its bottom. It was basically bottoming out. Um, so we'll see if it stays. Um, I'm not super excited about anything Sony,
I
but
think it might be connected to Madam Web. That's what I've been hearing. So let's see. You know, um, I like what I've seen, like snippets of Madam Web, like the little snippets they've had online, and I don't know, man. I mean, it can't get any worse. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do. This not gonna have Spider-Man in it, right? At all?
No, it's not that I know of. I don't think so. I think it was supposed to be just a standalone Craven pick until we found out the Rhino was going to be in it.
Hmm.
But that
Okay.
makes sense, right?
Who's playing Craven?
The dude that played Quicksilver
Yeah, and Kick Ass.
and Kick-Ass, yeah. Aaron Taylor
Yeah,
something.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, if it's gonna be rated R and it's gonna be dark, violent, bro, this book might be the book to jump on now because that's kind of what when Deadpool came out and it was rated R, it shot that book through the moon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna do what New Mutants '98 did, but changing it up and doing a dark rated R movie for a Marvel character is a good thing. So we'll see what happens.
Yep, we'll see.
Well,
Yep.
JC Comic Stuff says they need to put Andrew Garfield in these Sony movies. Well, that's been talked about. Not
Yeah,
only
that's
to put
a rumor.
Andrew Garfield, but also Toby. So they want to do buddy shit with them. Yeah,
Very strange.
it is.
Man.
You imagine Craven just throwing F bombs at the beginning. You wanted rated R, well now you got it.
Dude, I think it could be really violent and dark, and I think it doesn't have to be like really bad language, but I think it could be dark, like darker than the Punisher TV show type stuff. Man, that would be good. That would be awesome. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, how much was this selling for again?
It's just basically just popped back up. It was selling. There was in so many different grades that I didn't list them all, but
Yeah.
but yeah,
back on the radar. Next at number 7, the book that we were talking about earlier, and this another character in Craven the Hunter movie,
Rhino.
Amazing Spider-Man number 41, first appearance of the Rhino. Classic book.
yeah. I don't know if this is. I don't know. It kind of like it's cool because they really haven't done anything with Rhino before, other than like cartoons and stuff like that.
Well, they did Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
If you can, I need something to get that character out of my head, dude. You know
Paul
what I mean?
Giamatti. When did they do that?
Andrew
Amazing
Garfield.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Part 2 with Andrew Garfield.
Really, Rhino was in that?
Yeah.
With Jamie Foxx, Electro.
Hold it, there was Rhino in that?
Yeah.
Oh my,
dude.
that's how far I've put that out of my mind.
Dude, it was pretty
I
bad.
don't even remember that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, this has been like kind of like the Craven book. It had been going down and down and down. This week, obviously, with this Craven news, CGC 8.0 jumped to 1,400, and a 6.0 is $650, which were both way higher than what it had basically kind of bottomed out at.
I agree with what Tony says. Like these Silver Age keys with the villains, like no matter what, how good or bad these keys will always uh, be stable. Like I mean, like people always want these in high grade.
Yep. I think that I'll be honest. I think comics is getting a big correction that's happening right now, and it's not just happening with prices. Correction is prices, is you're getting a correction in speculation and collecting. I think speculation for comics is, I'm not gonna say it's dead, but it's pretty dormant, compared to what it used to be. And I think that more people are gonna go back to collecting these, major keys.
Oh yeah.
Than they were collecting the modern stuff. But we'll see. That's where I'm hoping it goes, because it feels like it's such a fall for speculation that they'll go back into these major keys, old books, high grade, rare books. So, what's it selling for again?
CGC 80 1400 and 6.0s are $650.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Do we know who's going to be playing the Rhino yet?
I think they did announce the actor, but I can't remember. Let me see if I can find it.
That's a cover that I've had so many people say that they want. It's a book that they want.
Yeah, it's iconic, man.
Yeah. Yeah, modern books are trash. You're I don't know if they're trash, but they're definitely not worth speculating
I think
on.
I still think it just depends on what you're collecting. Like, I mean, I think there's a lot of modern books that are rarer than people think. Now speculation. I've never been a speculator. I've never followed these trends. I've never been like, ooh, this person's going to be in this movie. I'm going to go buy a bunch of copies and then sell them 4 months later when a trailer. I've never been that guy. But I do look for books that people don't have. And I think if you can find books like that with good covers that nobody can find, there is a huge market for that, because you just can't find those books to even do anything. This you can find. You could go to any show and there's going to be 10 dealers that have this book.
Alessandro Nivola is playing the Rhino, and he came out in Face Off, and a movie called Disobedience.
So basically, nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
And The Many Saints of Newark.
Oh, that's a great movie, dude.
Yeah, he came out in that.
Oh no, wait, is The Many Saints of Newark? That's the Sopranos one. I'm thinking of
yeah.
What's the one?
Hey, Russell Crowe is coming out in Craven.
What's he playing?
But it doesn't have who he's playing.
Probably his dad, Craven's dad. I imagine.
Calypso.
Yeah.
Calypso's coming out.
Interesting.
The Foreigner.
All right, next on the list at number 6, Static issue number 1. First appearance of Static back on the Hot 10. Basically any of the Static. I was going to put up the polybagged edition, and then I'm like, I'll just put this one up.
Yeah. What was it? James Gunn this week? Is that what he said? That there was definitely going to be Static in the DCU.
Yeah, I watched. I was watching. I caught part of, I think it was Black Comic Lord's show the other night, where they were talking about this, and talking about James Gunn making this comment on social media, and I think we all kind of knew that, right? I mean,
I think so.
Yeah, but now it's official if James Gunn says it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think because I think it was kind of implied before. I mean, great. I mean, he's like confirming it. But I think that's kind of why the prices on this book only went up slightly. They didn't go up. They didn't like jump hard or anything, because I think they're kind of already at like a level that people were comfortable with, thinking, okay, this is going to be several years in the future for sure. You know, I like to buy it at this price now and sit on it for a while. But the CGCs are now back to like 220. They had fallen like down into like the 160, 170 range. So it's back up to like 220. So that's not bad. And these people, the side chat is killing me. I keep looking over it, and I keep losing my train of thought, because I'm cracking up inside at this side chat. You guys are hilarious.
Speaking of James Gunn, did you hear the early reviews for Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah,
it's
sad.
No, like great,
good,
like bad and badass. Like,
but I heard it's
awesome.
Very sad though. Also,
yeah, they said it's a PG-13 for a reason. Like, don't take your kids if they're not old enough. Because
it's gonna be sad. I don't like. Sad.
They better not kill Rocket, bro.
They
better not kill Rocket.
If they don't kill him, they're gonna revert him back to a baby raccoon or something like that.
Oh man, they're gonna fuck it up.
You can't do that with Rocket.
Nah, man.
I'll put money on it.
How much you want to bet, Brian?
Instead of money, let's bet something different. Let's bet. Let's let the people in chat and people in dropping comments to let us know what we should bet to do on the show, and we'll pick one of those.
No, I'm not going to bet with you. Didn't you make Josh eat comic books? I'm not betting with you, dude.
Yeah.
I got the hot gosh.
Hand, baby. I bet you he dies. Liger Style says he stays alive and becomes a gigolo for the Kree Empire. That would be cool. That'd be cool. We'll see. And Groot goes out on a limb. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you think all the Guardians are going to die? I think a lot of them will die, but I think that the only Guardians that we're going to see still on the team after this episode is going to be Groot and Nebula.
What would be the point? Now, like Drax said, or Bautista said he doesn't want to do it anymore. Cool, but Chris Pratt, why would he leave?
Maybe Chris Pratt, maybe him. I don't see Gamora coming back, and if Gamora doesn't come back, I don't see why they would continue the Chris Pratt story. But maybe they both come back. Definitely not Bautista. Definitely not Rocket.
See, I think Rocket and Groot you could keep forever, because it's just a voice actor.
Yeah, but they can
you could do that forever.
Yeah, they could. Star-Lord, Mantis, and Nebula will continue, says JC. We'll see. Stallone, that would be cool to have. What's that? Skyhawk. What's that guy's name? What was the character that Stallone played? Deathhawk. First appearance was in Defenders 26, I think. Something Hawk.
Rocket.
Phi-Lavelle would be cool to show up, but I definitely think that Warlock is going to be part of the team. I think at the end of the movie...
They say that James Gunn, the way he used Warlock, get ready for Superman over in DC, because the way he looks is awesome, is what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, did you see there? Well, anyways, we'll get at it later, but
okay.
We'll talk about it tomorrow night, because I want to talk about we'll show the new footage that's come out. So make sure you guys come hang out. Wraith would be cool. I would love to see Wraith. Starhawk, thank you, appreciate that. Starhawk would be great too. I love that character. Yeah, I think that Adam Warlock is going to lead the next version of the Guardians. I agree. I think that's why they brought him in. So, all right. Next at number 5, we've got Spider-Gwen. This is Volume 2, issue number 24, specifically cover C, the J. Scott Campbell Gwenom cover. First appearance of Gwenom in this book, and you have this is one of the issues where she's on the cover.
Yeah, this one is really expensive now. Like for some reason, and I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to several of these J. Scott Campbell exclusives. There are some of them that are hyper expensive now. Like we kind of all made fun of them for a long time. Like, oh, Campbell's doing another 6 covers for this, and he's selling them out of his store or whatever. And now some of those things are like over $1,000. But this one in particular, I don't know if something specific is going on. But there was several sales of this book this week. $250 raw. CGC 9.8 is $530 now for this, which is really high. Because 1,500 was the print run on it, so it's not like it's like super rare or anything, but yeah, very expensive.
J. Scott Campbell getting a little bit of resurrection, getting a little love from new collectors, maybe. I don't know.
No, I think it's hard to find too. Like, so I think that always helps too. The scarcity of the book.
Yeah.
I don't think they made 100,000 of them, but
1,500.
You never know. J. Scott Campbell could have a whole rack full of them at the house.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but there are a lot of this is like those Star Wars books. We used to talk about how Star Wars books sit in collections and never leave.
Ultra.
Yeah, all right. So, it's sitting in some collector's collection, and this is one of the books they would never sell. So, who knows?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Ultra did mention the Venomized 18 issue, but that's only the cover, right? Gwenom shows up in the guts of this book, so I think that's the reason why they throw that Gwenom extra on there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Interesting. All right, halfway through, you guys hit those thumbs up. 200 live viewers. Appreciate it. If you guys aren't subbed up, you hit that subscribe button. Check out all the other channels in the description below. We each got a couple things that we're always working on, whether it be YouTube channels or social media. Check them out. You can find all that in the description. And let's get into the top 5 books this week, starting off with number 4. Well, the top 4 books this week. Starting off with number 4.
Brian's got that Arizona math.
Uh-huh. Brian's got that Mota math. Star Wars Yoda. Number 6.
Ooh, perfect today.
This is the 1 in 25, right?
Yep. The Okazaki 1 in 25 was on the list last week.
Uh-huh.
It's like
It's a badass cover, dude.
It was like 50 to 60 last week. Now it's 90 to 100.
I can't get past the head anymore, man. Looks like he's got like cornrows or something going on, man. And it's too noticeable. Yeah, it looks like he's got a waffle press on his head. So, it's very interesting. Yeah, he's got abs on his forehead, says Volsey. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's, he's a Yoda. He doesn't really have any room for abs. Maybe that's where his abs are.
Well, just don't know why hair won't grow on the top of his head.
Right.
Anybody know why? Is there a book that explains that? Why hair won't grow on his head, but just on the sides?
His grandfather was bald.
Right. He's balding in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Many years we have been bald.
There's been some good Yoda covers recently, that's for sure. And this is one of the good ones.
Yeah, he looks pissed, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be because he's wise. Yeah, those are wisdom bumps.
Shit. I ain't got no bumps on my head. Just one big bump.
Oh man. I would love to see a shorts cover with the shorts, the ring.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
What is this selling for?
90 to 100 now.
Wow.
Yep.
It's got really good green tint to the whole book, and the trade dress with the green. It's a good cover.
I dig it, man. It's cool.
Do you guys like the fact that they put the? I mean, I wish they would figure out a way to put the barcode on the back and just be okay with it.
Yeah, that shit pisses me off, especially if it's a great cover. Like,
yeah.
Of course they do that. Then you got Janice at the counter that takes her paws and like bends it in half to
yeah, dude,
to try and get to the stupid barcode. It's like, come on, what are you doing? Have you never handled a comic book ever?
Yeah.
They always
board.
like their hands.
No thumb.
Like Edward Scissorhands or whatever.
Yeah.
Half the time when I go buy an expensive book and they do that, I'm just sitting there. I'm just like clenching my fist. Like, if they bend this, I'm just going to tell her to put it back.
Bro, I go to like half price books, dude. I hold the books in my hand and I don't let them touch them. I go, no offense, but they always like stack them and then have to do this where they bang it on the. It ain't happening, bro. That happened like 10 years ago, and that was the last time that shit happened.
Yeah. Well, it's a good book. I like it. And I agree. I think this will probably stay around the $50 mark.
Somebody put, hey, Janice is my sister. Fucking awesome, dude. What you be talking about Janice, bro? She hooks you up, man. You're wrong for that, bro.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Right. Hey, Ben, I heard you were talking shit about me.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's great.
Let's get into number 3.
The chat is crazy, dude.
At number 3, She-Hulk. Number 12, this is the Ji Hung Lee 1 in 100 Virgin variant.
I knew this was going to go up from last week.
Yep.
Last week it was 100 and a quarter.
Mama!
And you just knew, just because there was so few of them available, that you knew it was going to go up, and it did. It's now up to 175 to 200, so that's not surprising, I don't think, for this cover.
Yeah, and that's interesting. There is what is the one with the trade dress? Is it a 1 in 25 or is it just a B cover?
Just the B cover.
That's interesting. I wonder what the B cover goes for. If it's getting any love.
Not much.
No?
Nope. Everybody wants the version on this one.
Yeah. FOMO. Yeah. I'm gonna start beeping out that word in the chat. You can't say FOMO in this chat anymore. Yeah. The go to hell variant. Yeah. Volsey says I got this, but the trade dress. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it looks just as good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think the trade dress is nice. I do. I don't think
when he's drawing this, he goes, man, that's going to get everybody worked up. Right? He's just like.
I would love to know. Okay, so here's a question for the chat, not for the chat, for everybody that's watching, especially on the rewind. I want to know, do you think that the best covers should be kept for the highest ratio for the book, or should the best covers be kept for the A covers? I want to know. Let us know in the comments below what you think. If you think the best covers should be kept for the highest ratio variants, or the best covers should always be the A covers.
And before you say you want it as the A cover, remember they did that for Darth Vader number 3, and think if that Grunoff was the 1 in 25.
Yep.
That'd be expensive.
Well, we'll see how it plays
Well, it
out.
already is expensive. But...
What is it selling for again? How much?
175 to 200 now.
Nice. Nice. Not bad. All right, next at number 2. I'll be honest, this book is absolutely amazing. And here's a perfect example for that question that I just asked. I heard so many people complaining about this book not being the A cover or having a B open order cover and why it's the 1 in 25. But this deserves to be collectible, like and going crazy like it is. It's such a good Scotty Young cover. It's a great character. It's a great book. This issue was really good, and I messed up and didn't pre-order any.
It's been a while since Scotty Young had a Marvel incentive variant, right?
I don't know. That's a great question. Let us know about that, chat. If this is the first Scotty Young.
I mean, it's not definitely not the first.
No, in a while.
But it's been a while,
yeah.
I think. Yeah, this one kind of shot out of the gate. So just a 1 in 25, and it's selling for 90 to 100. So that's a lot. I mean, it's a number 6 issue, so it's not like a whole bunch of people were probably going crazy on. Now, was there a store variant on this?
I'm not sure.
I mean, it feels like every book has a store variant.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Yeah.
You just feel like Strange Academy belongs on Disney Plus, and needs to be made into a series somehow or some way.
People are asking, is there a first appearance in this?
I thought there was a couple first appearances in this.
I have no idea. I do not. I've never read Strange Academy. Brian keeps telling me to, and I never have.
It's awesome, man. It's a great book. Good stuff. All open order to Scotty Young recently aren't worth shit, but he does a 1 in 25 with no key in the guts, and it gets hot. It's stupid. Well, this isn't a like a shitty issue. It's not like it's a major key, but it's not like it's a throwaway issue. So.
Or is it?
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. But I think that this series is going to be. Here's what's interesting: the big keys for this series have dropped quite significantly. That Breakfast Club homage, has really dropped. That was like 1,000 plus in 9/8, and it's dropped below 1,000. Last time I remember looking at it. So,
interesting.
Yeah. But this is a cool book. I need to own one. We'll see what happens if I end up picking one up. Hopefully it drops. But we'll see. This might be one of those books that it might not drop for a little bit of time. This might be 1, 2, or 3 next week. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, and I would say that if it does drop, it's probably not going to drop like dramatically, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because there are a lot of just Scotty Young collectors that would be like, no, once I get it, I'm not going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But
it's good shit, man. It's a good book. I like it. All right. Before we go on to number 1, I want to ask everybody, if you're thinking about checking out Manscaped, use promo code BOGCAST to get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. And come hang out at Beyond Wednesdays.
Your balls will thank you.
Yeah, just like
I'm using it right now, Brian.
as we film. It's so
Ow!
it's so silent that you can't hear it.
Ow!
So tomorrow night, Modern Comic Mayhem on Beyond Wednesdays. We'll see you over there.
Chad, my balls, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, at number 1, you guys, everybody knew this was going to be the book. Star Wars High Republic, Quest of the Jedi, the one-shot, right? It's a one-shot?
It is a one-shot.
Yeah. It's interesting. Interesting book. A lot of people talking about this book right now.
Yeah, so I'm not huge into Star Wars comics, so please divulge the information as to what's going on here.
4 first appearances, I want to say. 4 Jedi first appearances, and a first mention of a Sith Lord, a new Sith Lord. One of the Jedis is a character in the novels. Okay. So that's your reason. But you know what's interesting about these? Star Wars books have really taken a shit, man. Star Wars is not that good anymore. I thought Mandalorian was mediocre at best. May 4th is getting ready to come around, and I'm going to spend the whole night shouting obscenities at Kathleen Kennedy on the Bogcast. So come hang out with us. I'm with Cool Comic Guy. I'm all Star Wars out. There's nothing good. Until Ahsoka comes and hopefully changes that, I'm just going to continue to be the old guy shouting at starship cruisers.
Hopefully the half the show isn't her in a bacta tank.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, maybe that might be a good thing, so.
It's bad, man. It has been really, Star Wars content has been really, really bad lately. And I quit reading High Republic. I do like the Adventures series, and I know this is said is Adventures, but I didn't buy it. I do like the Adventures stuff. I'm not a fan of the High Republic, though. I'm really not. But there's a little breath left in Star Wars, so we'll see how it plays out. But this book right here is going crazy, both A and B covers. And there's that cool design variant cover. I don't know where that cover came from. That's an interesting book. It's got that Jedi on there. So,
you know what I can't wait for is that new Rey movie that they're working on. Hashtag shit nobody says.
Yeah.
Put that on the list with Echo.
Yeah. Yeah. You are correct, sir. It's kind of a bummer. But
like, that poor actress, what's her name? Daisy Ridley, they brought her, and we've got a new Rey trilogy. And everybody was just like, are you fucking serious? Is this a joke? Like, didn't we say what we wanted to say with that last trilogy? Right?
yeah.
When she said, I am Iron Man, right? To the Emperor?
Yeah.
Right? The same ending as Endgame, bro.
Bad stuff. It not good. Not good at all. But, it is what it is. What's it selling for?
Like 25. Both A and B cover both sound like 25 to 30. So, no incentives, I don't think, right?
No. It has a design
weak,
variant,
man.
It does have that weird design variant.
Where would you get that?
Chat, where does that design variant come from?
Is that like Star Wars or like well, no, this is Dark Horse now, so it's not even IDW anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, we had a whole shitload of people. Now they're dropping off. Damn pussies.
It's because
we're done.
It's because
we're not done. We're just getting started,
you
man.
Get nothing.
Now we're going to go into the real top 10.
Yeah.
Number 10. Get everybody back. Come on back. They were just playing.
Well, how much is it?
Make sure everybody
for?
likes. There's 185 people in here. Use those of you that have thumbs, hit a thumbs up. You know,
there's
those that don't, you could use your other fingers.
There you go, Stein. It's a online exclusive from TFAW.
Oh,
okay. That might be good to get then.
Yeah, I agree.
Not that I have any of them.
Did you say what these are selling for, or do I keep just missing it?
Yeah, you did. And somebody was actually making a joke of you in the
I always say
chat.
that, bro.
Yeah, I know. They're like, in 3, 2, 1, Brian's going to say, and how much are these selling for again?
That's my thing, bro. And we're going to get a bro counter, too. We want a bro counter.
Bro!
25 to 30.
25 to 30.
For both A and B.
Yeah. Yeah, we need a bro counter, and I'll continue to ask that at least once before I change it every time. Hey, you guys, let me know how you like the chat. Let me know if you want me to go back to the old style of the chat. Let me know if you want to update the chat anymore, make little changes to it. Let us know what you think of the setup of, all the graphics and stuff. And I appreciate all the constructive criticism lately, and thank you for everybody that's been dropping comments. And again, thank you to everybody that watches with us live. You guys really, really make these live shows fun. I love doing live shows more than anything, and it's been the reason that I've continued to do them as the main content that I create, just because it's a lot of fun, especially with you guys hanging out with us. So.
No, I appreciate you guys having me on tonight, man. It was a blast.
Well, thank you.
Most of the time I'm working on Saturdays, so I'm off tomorrow. So like hell yeah, let's do it, man.
Yep, Red Hood's he's a friend of the show, and he is always welcome.
Yep. So
okay, I'll be back next week, guys.
Except for next week, and maybe the week after that.
And maybe the week.
See you next year, Hood.
Yeah. And don't ask Red Hood to press your books because he's pressing all of mine soon.
I know.
And
I know he's got some of mine too.
Yeah. So, but thanks you guys. Hit that thumbs up. Come hang out with us tomorrow night, Beyond Wednesdays, Monocomic Mayhem at 10 p.m. Eastern. But here's the thing: I think I'm going to start the shows a little early. Might go to 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to talk to all the hosts, the guest hosts and co-hosts, and see if they're cool with that and figure it out. So, yeah, that being said, what do you guys, you got anything coming up, Hood?
I was going to do a live unboxing tomorrow of some books I have to press. I gave you a little sneak peek, and I'm going to crack some slabs and tell you what I think is wrong with them, and get a document so CGC doesn't try and screw me over.
I think that's a great idea, dude. I think that's an excellent idea, and I can't wait to see you start doing that with every pressing order that you do. I think it's genius.
Well, we can start right now.
Those aren't my books.
Yeah.
Right? Let's crack this open.
Yeah. So, all right, you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Come hang out with us tomorrow night on Beyond Wednesdays, and we will see you soon. Much love. Adios.
See ya.